Hey guys, welcome back to Bear Mountain Builds. I'm Zach, and today I'm going to show you how to build this awesome planter box that not only looks great, but you'll see that it is simple to build and made entirely out of inexpensive pressure-treated 2x6s. And as always, I offer detailed plans for this on my website so you can build it yourself. Now, hit the subscribe button and let's get started. We're kicking off this build with cutting our pressure-treated 2x6s to a rough length for the side pieces. Then we're going to trim off the bull nose and cut them to final width. All right, we've got all of our pieces cut out. Now these are going to be making up the wall of our planter box, but as they sit right now, they're a little boring. Now my dream for this planter box is going to be a bit more of a mid-century modern look. So what we're going to do to make these a little bit more interesting is take these over to our router table. We're going to be routing out some 1/4-inch slots on all of these. That way we have a really cool linear slot system going all the way around the box. Then once we're done with the router table, we're going to have a little bit of blowout left. So we're going to take these back over to the miter saw, cut that blowout off, and then we're going to take these to final size and add our miters. Now, let's go do some routing. For this first cut, I need to set the gap from the fence at 1 inch and the depth of cut to 1/2 inch. Now, instead of fighting with a tape measure, I really like to make my own custom spacers. That way it's just much faster and honestly way more accurate. Obviously, I'm cutting these slots out on my router table, but if you don't have a router table, not a big deal. You can just do this on your table saw and just make 2 passes per slot. I'm cutting out that last slot flush with the edge. That way, when everything goes together, that seam is going to be hidden inside the slot. All right, we've got all of our pieces routed out, cut to length, and we've got our miters on there, which means it is time to finally assemble this thing. Now, there's a couple different ways we can put this box together, but what we're going to do is we're going to break this down into 4 layers. So there's going to be 1 layer of 4 pieces that will be stacked on top of another, until we have our full box. Now, to start off, we're going to take 4 pieces and we're going to use this jig I have on the table. That's going to set our 90-degree corners that we're going to be putting together with glue and brad nails, and we're just going to work our way around until we have one perfectly square and perfectly level box, and then we'll just work our way through everything. And once we have all 4 of our boxes, we'll stack these on top of each other and put them together with some more bracing. That way it's going to reinforce our corners as well. Now, let's put these things together. I'm putting these joints together with waterproof glue and 1 3/4 18-gauge brad nails. Now I'm using this jig to kind of hold everything in place, but when I'm putting a corner together, I'm always using my 90-degree corner clamps. They make everything way easier, and I want to make sure that my joints are perfect because it's going to make the whole build way easier. All right, we've got all of our boxes put together. They're looking really good. I mean, they're perfectly square and level, which means they are rock solid. Now, let's go strip out some braces. All right, so we've got all 4 of our vertical braces all stripped out and ready to go. Now, these are going to be going on the inside of our planter box in each of the corners. And these are cut to a length so that they will sit 1 inch above the tabletop and 1 inch below the top of our planter box. So I've stripped out some 1 inch little spacers that will go in here. That way they can sit on those and be at the right height. Now, before we get these put in, we're going to pre-drill all of our screw holes, which are going to be every other hole into our thick part of our slats on our planter box. That way our 2.5 inch screws won't poke through. Now, let's get these traced out and installed. I went ahead and pre-drilled and loaded the screws into all the braces just to make the process a little bit smoother. This is the part where having square corners makes this process so much easier. I'm making sure these sections are snug together because if I don't and there's a gap, it's going to look weird because the slot will be oversized. All right, the planter box is really coming together. We got the whole box assembled, and I gotta say, it's looking really good. I'm loving these lines, and I can't wait to get some stain on here, but we have plenty more to do before we get to that. Now, I do offer plans for this planter box, which are on my website, linked down below in the description, so you can check those out. And this whole thing is dimensioned to fit this 16-inch pot, which fits in here really well, and there's plenty of room to get your fingers in at the sides, and there's a 1/4 inch gap all the way around, but you could just as easily fill this thing with dirt too. Now, next up, we're gonna be building our base, which is gonna be made of more pressure-treated 2x6s, so let's go cut those out and then get them put together. This is why I left that 1 inch gap for those braces. That way the base can nest into the whole box and then get mounted into the sides. Now, what's really great about this design is that the floor rests on the base, which means we get really great load transfer so that dirt transfers all of its load through the floor, through the base, and into the ground. All right, the planter box is fully put together. It looks so good. I can't wait to get some stain on here. But before we can do that, I'm gonna go over this and just sand it really quick, and then I'm gonna be staining the upper part, and then I'll be painting the base black. So let's get this thing finished up. And with that, this planter box is done. All right, the planter box turned out so well. This would be a great addition in front of your house or something to sell for your own woodworking business. Now, I do have plans for this on my website, link down below in the description, so you can check those out. Now, as always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button for me, subscribe to my channel so you can stay updated on all my future projects, and leave a comment if you have any questions or things to say about this build. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.